In his State of the State address last night, Governor Walker pledged to make all schools receiving taxpayer money more accountable. He supported penalizing schools that don't make the grade.
Tonight, I call on members of the state legislature to pass legislation ensuring objective information is available for each and every school receiving public funds in the state. Provide the information and allow parents to make the choice.
Two bills are already in the legislature, both Assembly and Senate versions. Today, the Assembly Education Committee heard public comment, mostly in opposition to its version, which is the one that penalizes the schools. And with that Assembly version, Democrats are generally disagreeing with key points in the Republican-authored bill.
That's right. Local educators are giving their thoughts as well. Fox 11's Kelly Schlicht brings us multiple views tonight.
Green Bay public school leaders were among the 80 who testified in Madison Wednesday afternoon, arguing for accountability that comes with local control.
Good schools should be built and nurtured from the ground up by the people most invested in and dependent upon the success of their students.
Republican Assemblyman Jeremy Thiesfeld of Fond du Lac authored the bill. He says there have already been some compromises.
In fact, one of them came back and said, we've thought about it and thought about it and thought about throwing all kinds of ideas around, and we have come to the conclusion that the way you have it in the bill is the best way to do it. If there's something else out there, I'm all ears. I'd like to hear it.
The goal is to come up with a system to make sure all schools receiving taxpayer money are effectively teaching students. Local Democrats on the committee said the hearing brought out many problems with this plan.
Definitely echoing a lot of the concerns that I have, principally with the takeover of our public schools and the handing of them over to private, in some cases, for-profit interests.
Lori Cathy is the president of the Green Bay Education Association. She says grading schools by test scores doesn't show the whole picture.
Poverty is a huge issue all across the state. You know, Milwaukee, especially Green Bay, we have so many homeless students who they don't know where their next meal is coming from, let alone having to think about getting a proficient score on a test.
Legislators in both parties say more changes to the bill are expected before it goes to executive committee next week. Kelly Schlicht, Fox 11 News.
And there is another school accountability measure that is currently being worked on in the state Senate.